This is how Saddam Hussein was like when they found him.
Saddam Hussein was probably in better shape than me. Nah, I'm sound. Got a good few hours.
Ben says, who are you fighting?
Oh, Ben. I'm fighting Chris Bungard, 17-7. He's like a step up from a journeyman. He's not a journeyman, he's a good fighter, but, you know, gatekeeper, call him. But he's getting a fight.
Sammy says, imagine the Palmo after the fight.
Oh, the two and the garlic bread. But yeah, and I've done like, I don't know, 50 minutes in this suit. Next one will be 20 minutes in the bath. Just kind of cranking it the whole way. I'll do 25 or 30 in the suit after. Then 15, just a hard crank. And like 15 lying down, 15 sit up. Then I'll check my weight and I'll be with like 4 hours. I'm expecting to cut a bit more weight in the morning this one. A little bit later notice, so I'll be a few pounds heavy, but I'm lean, feel fast. I always make weight easy anyway, so it's a nip-on problem, but what?
Ben said he didn't hear where you were fighting because I fucked up and put my finger over the mic.
BT Sports Studio in Stratford, London.
There you go, guys.
It's invite only, unfortunately, as it's at the studios, no tickets. But you tune in on Fight Pass to watch me white pass. I don't know. It's not even freestyle time yet.
It's 83 people.
Oh, 83 people.
Is the goal UFC, says Ben POV.
Yeah.
That is the goal.
Big defence, big show. Winning is first, but big show. Then UFC. I know what tools I'm going to finish with.
Emoji with a mustache says, what do you make of same day wins?
I think it should be the norm and no one cuts weight. I would just diet down to 77. Be sound. Skip breakfast. No, like, you know, and just fight later on. That'd be sound for me. Same day weight for amateurs, absolutely. It's getting a bit ridiculous, you know, but like day before weigh-ins, every amateur fight is like a pro fighter. Should be fighting 5, 6, 7 times a year. But they're just like 1 or 2. Not getting the experience, and maybe a grappling competition as well. Need more experience. I'm doing more than that as a pro.
Caden's the man said the goat pizza time.
Yes, Caden.
Bob says, let's fucking go, George. Can't wait to see you Sunday.
Yes. Can't wait as me.
How much you gain back before the fight?
This one I'll probably be 78 to 80 before the fight. What's that, like 175? Probably 175. Depending on how many square bars I'm not. It's a bit later as well. If the fight was like 5 in the afternoon, I wouldn't want to put that much back on. I think if got that extra time, just put the stomach set up big breath.
Some fuckers invited you.
Ignoring.
Right. Someone said, Aiden says 7-win streak incoming. Let's go, George.
Yep.
That emoji guy who was on about same day weigh-in said, in Ireland is regulated, has to be same day weigh-in.
That costs shit tons to even fight amateur in Ireland though, doesn't it? Costs all this stuff with the medical. I'm not clued up on it, but that's what I'm aware of. May as well be pro.
Where's the maddest gaff you fought in?
Your call's pretty mad. The backstage is it's all mad. It's all these leaking, broken rooms. You go in one room accidentally, it's an abandoned swimming pool, just mould, nothing on the floor. There was a leak above the cage at one point that had to be sorted pre-show because it's such an old building. But that's just an office building, there's a soffit as well. I don't get that when I'm fighting. But you know, whenever I walked on, afterwards you think, well, there's been fucking every boxer, British boxer you can name worth the salt being on these floorboards, like. So it's mental. Plus loads of Americans. It's like a rite of passage place to fight. I didn't have much reverence to me. I had more reverence to our cameraman Leon, keeping it strong in the trip.
Big Zanya says, let's go our champ, can't wait to see you.
Let's go, Zanya. Yes.
The
December 3rd, smash it.
Guy said, yeah, they pay for MRI, medicals, then Safe MMA, going broke trying to fight.
See, I do that for pro, and it's even pro you're getting paid, but we've got sponsors, but it's hard. And travelling, organising the time, like, it's time you can't be making money, it's time you can't be doing one-to-ones, it's time you can't be like, even just chilled recovering if you're really, really hard training, you're travelling all around.
Is the fight tomorrow? Shouldn't the weigh-in have been this morning?
No, it's Sunday. It's one of these weird Sunday fights that I've never seen before. Bit of a longer fight week, but we're almost done the biggest bit.
Don't know what weight he's at right now, we haven't checked yet. What's your favourite video game?
The whole time I go through phases. Resident Evil 4 is a strong contender. Doom Eternal is a strong contender. Even though I don't really like RPG gameplay, it's like Resident Evil 5. Not Resident Evil 5, Yakuza 5. It has all kinds of shit that tires me out, but I just love that game for some reason. Silent Hill 2. Couldn't be asked about this remake. I'd rather they did the remake as a first person boomer shooter, do something that's just completely nonsensical. But Silent Hill 2, and I'm due a playthrough of that. I missed that this Halloween. My Halloween playthroughs were Resident Evil 4 and Dusk. If you haven't played Dusk, unfortunately it's not on console apart from Switch. It's like PC and Switch. One of the best first-person shooters. Shit, that's boss for some of the best levels you get and some of the best controls. Just unreal soundtrack. Any Andrew Hulshult soundtrack. Andrew Hulshult, I think he might be better than Mick Gordon.
Everyone keeps asking how much has he got a cut.
Just everyone say, I started 165, I got £10. But
don't know what he is right now. We haven't checked it yet.
It's for 5 kilos. Generally, it's like a kilo an hour. I've been going like, well, I don't like to think of the time. Hour 15, hour 40, like hour 50, 2 hours.
I think it's been a bit longer. We start 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 2 hours 10.
Yeah, but I'm only counting when I start sweating.
Oh, right, yeah. Someone said bro looking cute.
Thanks,
babe. Some fella is... Oh, I can't say that name there, like...
Don't say any crazy names.
Alright. What's the best way to spar a guy that's fainting at you a bunch? Bit of coaching advice while you fucking...
Faint back. Get some kind of contact. Whether it's a hand fight or a clinch. And a lot of it's just leveling up your computer so you can read the feints. What's a feint, what's not a feint.
Right, we've got this one. Can you show us a super punch? Can you please get up and show us a super powered punch, please?
Not in a million years. Well, not for a good few hours.
Nathan says, why don't you cut weight earlier so it doesn't have to be extreme and last minute? Just curious in brackets.
Well, then it's harder to put weight back on. And you spend more time dehydrated if you're talking about the actual cut. You don't want to spend too long dehydrated.
He said, can he not super punch? No, mate, he actually can't, unfortunately. He just, yeah.
There's one in the last round of in the last 10 seconds of the first round of my last fight. So my last fight, I throw one at the end of the first round, if that makes sense.
What's the longest he's done this?
I've normally done 3 hours on the night, and then just like a 30-40 light minutes on the morning. It'll probably be more this one. Probably do 3.5, 4 in the night. Maybe 1, 2 on the morning, depending. All depends. I feel like I've sweat more, but you can't gauge it. I've used a lot more towels this time.
Do you think you could realistically beat an untrained man with a knife?
I wouldn't care. I mean, it depends on the man. If sometimes timid, I might get slashed before I train him. If he's just explosive, he'll slash me up a million times and I'll be killed before I can do anything, most likely.
I reckon we'd all be fucked, like.
If it's a fucking
they have a knife, mate.
There's been people trying to go on a knife rampage. Someone will just kick him and they'll lose their shit and drop it. Well, it's like, it's a rarity.
The Frank says, my dad taught me an extreme secret military punches.
Don't answer that one, George. That question will be from an untrained man with a knife fancying his chances.
Oh yeah, no untrained. No street fight questions apparently because Harry's a nanny.
That is obviously not the case.
He's not.
The man on there is an untrained man with a knife who wants at George.
You might be a ninny as well. Anyway, he's cooling down the room.
Sorry, bro.
I'm getting a draft right in my face. It's nice though.
An angry man with a knife.
Angry? Nah.
Are you doing that accent on purpose?
Nah. It's kind of a weird borough. My mum's better spoken. It's kind of a weird amalgam plus dehydrated and running out of the fox, but it's nice.
Spewing McGregor says, no, this has got to suck. Hope it all goes well for you, mate.
It's not too bad. I'm ready for it to start sucking, but I like the whole process. I just can't my breath.
Who is that cutie? Bring him back.
It's Leo. No, I won't see it.
We don't know, we haven't checked on what weight he is right now and how much he has to go. James says, are Jake Paul fights fixed?
No, I just think he's an athletic, marginally skilled guy, fighting skilled but very old outwit people. What minute we at?
17 minutes to go.
To go. Very far.
Yeah.
Make sure that 5 minutes we start turn the heat down ever so slightly and get the water going.
Yeah. How long would it take for George to just evaporate?
Maybe day and a half.
Day and a half, Tell George to just remember the parmo and the garlic bread after the fight.
It's too salty to think about that. It's more just like fluid, icy fluid. A Harmer, the beer they have in Crete, that would be...
Oh, he's
it
a good
would
one.
waste me after like 2 sips.
N1 Top Man. Oh wait, no. Is this the only thing you do in terms of cutting weight?
Oh, this is all I do. I don't run on treadmills or shadow box or anything. There's a lot of cardio. There's a lot of heavy breathing. You're up quite high heart rate, like 4 or 5 hours when you cut weight. Even the bath, sweatsuits.
When's the weigh-in tomorrow? Yeah, it's tomorrow morning.
Yeah, 10.
What is your normal walk around weight?
So it kind of phases way out of camp, 86, 87. Kind of intermediate, 83, 82. In camp, 80, 79. Start fight week, 77.
Do fighters take laxatives to cut weight?
I take 1 Senecot just to make sure I'm empty. I don't take too many because I can fucking... There's not much in your system, so it doesn't take much for it to be strong. It's like how if you walk in the hot sun all day and then you just down a beer, it might only be 1 beer, but it goes straight to you.
Wait and you watch the fight. A few people ask us.
Fight pass.
UFC Fight Pass.
Sorry.
What's your plan after the win or lose? Well, obviously it's going to be a win, but...
You got a plan for losing.
Well, depending how I'm feeling, to blast me out, get good scran. Hard fight, I just do ice cream on the night. Probably go about London Christmas market tomorrow. Don't know which one.
Tomorrow, do you mean?
Well, yes, Monday. And then come back home and get a load of palmos.
How do you think you're going to finish the fight for Sammy?
Not giving it away.
You ain't giving it away.
Round, but I'm not giving it away. That's right.
I think Chris Brugman's going to die.
Can't he just do the DC towel trick and not cut? Yeah, you
I haven't tried that yet.
fucking should just do that before. It's so you can drink a lot of water and swell back up. That is essentially what rehydrating is, isn't it? Christy, me lads. What's going on? You bodied my man.
Who's his man?
Will you be blasting Chris Ree on the way back to Borough?
Driving home for Christmas.
I can't wait to see the faces.
Born and raised in Steel River.
Huh? Didn't he have a fight like a week ago?
Harry.
I had a fight a week ago. That is me. I am not weight cutting. I've just had a burger and fried chicken and chips with cheese on them and a can of Sprite and a bottle of iced tea and then some fudge.
Nice. Give a shout out to, hang on, I think this is one of them. Wilma de Kafit. Wilma de Kafit.
Lovely name.
Who is the most competitive brother?
Harry.
So I think he means like, who tries to win more?
Harry.
Fuck off.
The cameras magically went to the most competitive one. Whoa.
Yeah, it's James.
Sick body shoot.
Body shoot.
Yeah. Opinions on Darlington?
I don't mind the station. Even though pumpkin is shit. The guy fixed my scalp in Darlington. Whilst all these numpties were at the low range health in Middlesbrough. So I owe the doctor a lot.
Who is... Oh, he's a good one. Sammy said he loves you. Who is the dream fight?
Oh yeah.
I'd love to see him fight Chandler. I reckon it'd be a bit stressful while Chandler's got his like...
No, caramba, he's your brother.
Hip.
Okay.
Got his madness going. But I think it would just be funny. Just watching Chandler's cringe and George's
Opinions on Muslims? Alhamdulillah, brother.
Sound. Alhamdulillah.
MashaAllah.
Train without. I couldn't be doing what I'm doing without devout Muslims.
Inshallah, champion.
What's the time?
Are you football fans? 9 minutes left.
Not massively.
Not
Not massively sports in general.
Yeah, like,
Fighting accessories.
if Middlesbrough's doing well, the whole like the three team's doing well, the whole town does well, and I'm happy for that. But like, I'm not gonna do a Josh Kelly and pretend to be some fucking devout footy fan.
Sorry, advocates Josh Kelly.
You unfollowed it, Andy.
Yes.
Dodgy behaviour.
Will you get much sleep tonight? Must be a nightmare trying to sleep that dehydrated.
Lucky I get 2 hours. I'm not bothered because I sleep all tomorrow. Makes it easier to be like peaking late at night.
Can you tap his nose and call him a QT?
Yeah, you little cutie.
Told you about him. Chris Ray or Frank Sinatra? That's a belter of a question, isn't it? Obviously it's Frank Sinatra, like
It'd be glory supporting of me if I said Sinatra. Could go real. Sinatra hasn't been on gone fishing with Mortimer Riders.
Is Abdul Afghan?
Yes.
From Panchir.
Daniel says, good luck with your fight, George. I've got my first in a few months and you're a big inspiration.
Thank you. Powering through my crap.
James says, switch from oxygen to helium to get lighter. Bro.
I left my helium in the train. So there's one carriage floating. It's a test of me body honesty.
The Bowdy Nonsters.
Put them carpet grippers away.
What's the car picker?
I think he's on about his fucking feet.
Sorry, I'll put my
Yeah.
red sliders back on.
Oh, not the carpet grippers, man. That's a fucking creaser. Is it true most fighters are on steroids?
I don't know. No, not me. I think there's a lot of people who will say everyone's on roids. But really, there's not. There will be a lot of people, but there's some people who say it to cop out, and there's some fans who just like to say it. But there'll be a split.
Joe Field says get some Nickelback on.
Nah, not yet. Nickelback when I'm back in the bath. New album today, but I think I need the classics to power me through.
I mean, this is how he reminds us.
Yeah.
To put the Nickelback on.
Jake Hadley says giving me PTSD. This.
It's not too bad. Could be. You could be cold baths to cut weight. Imagine if our bodies did that. Ooh.
Jake said, "How much you cutting, bro?"
£10 overall. I've been at it for 2 and a bit hours now. It's only like £2 an hour. I sweat fucking loads in that first one.
Yeah, this is.
I never expect any more. I'm from a bit heavier, so.
This looks good progress.
Getting a Palmer after all, what?
I'm back in Middlesbrough, yeah.
George even gives commentary on weight cuts. Dude's always working.
This is helping me more than anyone else.
Put an ice cube in his mouth.
Yeah, there is an ice thing somewhere in there.
Not well.
Yeah.
I'm shocked at the temperatures, wasn't it?
Jake says you cutting in the bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Much love from Arizona, says Jojo.
Cheers, Jojo.
Out here in Arizona, man. How many pounds left?
I don't know at this point.
Don't know.
Could estimate 4 or 5 if I'm lucky. You know, it's normally £2 an hour. I was sweating a lot, but you never overestimate it because you set yourself up for some disappointments.
Austin says you got this, brother.
Thank you, Austin.
Is Matt Bonifay on your card?
Is it?
I will check. I believe it is on the first card. Give me a sec.
Festive bake after this fight, Chawsey. Geet up there.
Top 10 a day. That's what 5 a day means. To be honest, the fruit is way more appealing than festive bakes at the minute. Imagine a cold, ripe pear, juicy apple, out of the fridge.
Yeah, so Matt Bonner is on the first card.
Is he men now or?
I think so. Maybe against Alan Carlos, who has. Look at this dude.
Holy shit, look at this dude. I think that's pretty derogatory, mate, actually.
I think Matt Bonner's probably going to kill him. Yeah, so Matt Bonner at his first card.
On the same day, though.
Yeah, then on the second card we've got Omran Chaban versus George McManus.
How many minutes are we left? We've got to make sure that bar isn't empty.
Oh, shite, yeah. 2 minutes.
Start running it. Maybe
You're going to pass me the phone.
Yeah, got that.
drop the temperature down a smidge and run it at a half decent pace. Make sure the foil is over now.
Huh?
Make sure the foil doesn't get.
Yeah, but I'm just getting.
Is the bottle in the back somewhere?
Yeah, the bottle will be in the back.
I agree. Alan Carlos does need to get Pab's lunchbox into him. Why do you put the tin foil in the tub?
Right. Stops the heat escaping, makes it like a mini sauna as well as a bath. So you've got the water on your legs and you've got the steam heating you up.
I'm assuming you'll have already had this question at some point, but what's his walk around weight?
So far out like 185, 190. Bit close to maybe 180, late 70s. Kind of mid-camp 175, 180. Start fight week at 170. Final cut like 165.
Can you do a breakdown of Callum the Dragon left hook on a 13-year-old kid?
I'll put that in my to-do list for after the fight. I don't think any of these weight cut breakdowns we say. I haven't seen it. But I do love a left hook. Akihiro Kaneko, Masato, and obviously the best, Tahira.
Call out Tim Means after the win. Will be a good next win and get George's name out there. Oh, he's going back in the bath, guys.
See you guys.
Leon, do a YouTuber sign off.
So guys, that is it for this one. Better get back in the bath, and we'll see you next time.
Don't forget to like, comment, and
Like, comment, subscribe.